It's Week 18 of the 2027 season, and we'll see Garrett Wilson. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Jets and the Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups, and we're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
For the final time in the regular season, it's Week 18, and off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
First down throw, Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. Well, they hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught at the 3. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Now it is 1st and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but They can't connect. It's incomplete. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. That's complete to Rice. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal, Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Kansas City. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 7, Jets nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
They'll look to throw. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Hall. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
At the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
On fourth down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. On first down, it's Mahomes. This one brought in by Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Kansas City.
They send the tight end in motion. He's going to run it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
2nd down and 3. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Chiefs on top. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And That's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On second down, Mahomes. Rice open. He's got it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To the left side. It's caught by Brown. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, KC.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll work this down inside the 35. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Tight end going in motion here. On third down, Mahomes. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense. And Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes back. He's got his man Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Open man downfield. It's Rice. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, I wasn't so certain about leaving the offense out there, but they did, and it paid off with a touchdown.
And I love it, Mike. I think we're starting to see this more and more often in today's NFL. Take advantage of field position. Put the trust in your offense. It's exactly what their head coach does here, and certainly pays off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over possession of the football. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Catch made right side by Wilson. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll look to throw yet again. Going to get that into the hands of his receiver, Mike Williams.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Right back to Williams. They connect again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A throw left side taken in by Corley. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 3-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Breece Hall, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 41, Jets 7.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.